All right, good morning, everybody. We are headed back into Blades Edge Mountains to continue to work on that achievement. So far, we still haven't gotten any more quest progress other than Thunderlord Stronghold, which isn't. Sorry about all the noise. Finishing my breakfast, which isn't really a big deal. We'll get there. I have a good feeling on that. So we're gonna load up here really quick. When I first log in the mornings, it takes a while to load. So we just have to give it a minute. I got my trusty sidekick here with me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Gonna scratch his nose while I'm loading. Yes. He's all upset that when he got to go on the car ride this morning to take Daddy to work, that he did not get any breakfast. Okay, so here we are, loading up. All right, let's give it a few minutes. Due to the lag, there we go. I think we've got it. Yep. Okay. Like I said to you guys yesterday, while those quests are complete, I am not going to turn them in quite yet because what I want to do is I want to finish up the stuff out here. So as you notice, I'm not mounted up. I'm just going to kind of go out here and start finding these worm colts, worm colt hewers, and the poachers for the nets. I don't want to get. There we go. All right, so we're just going to get started here, and the poachers drop the nets, so I'm gonna get the poachers down here. There we go. Okay. I should have made some food, but we can do that here shortly. Okay, let's go ahead and make some food here really quick. There we go. I like to get the poachers first. Well, I have the broodlings throwing fireballs at me. I just find it. There we go. I kind of want to get that proc for Fingers of Frost before I go on to work with the broodlings, because I can just one-shot those. There we go. We just picked up a meeting note. I'm going to go ahead and get that quest tracked in my log. Okay. Under normal circumstances, what I like to do is just sit here and listen to music while I quest. I prefer listening to my Pandora while I quest, and I'll turn it up and I'll just go. If I were to do that now, to be honest with you, you guys would hear me singing a lot instead of talking, and my stuff seems to slow down when I have music streaming, so I don't want to do that. All right, I don't have there we go. Okay, we've got one net so far. We haven't even touched hewers yet, which isn't a problem. The hewers are all over the place. We just have to find them. But so far, all we've been getting is just the poachers, which isn't a big deal. We usually have hewers near the tents, like here. We've got like 3 or 4 of them just right here in this one area, and we'll get most of those, if probably all of them, down. Yeah, there's like 4 of them in this one area, and then if you count the one to my left, that's 5. Oh, I don't care if he becomes enraged. He thinks he's mean. Alright, so this is going to be hewer number 2. Alright, there we go. We started having a discussion yesterday about, when my daughter came to visit after I moved here. Things that we did and stuff like that. Some of that is kind of hard for me to talk about because that was such a rough time in my life. I was young, and I did a lot of things that I would rather not remember. Um, but when you bury a child, it's hard to forget. It really is. Maybe at some point in our adventures here, I'll tell you guys about that story, but I don't think that's going to be today. I don't. I got my trusty sidekick behind me, uh, making all sorts of pouty noises because I think he's upset that he didn't get breakfast. Well, here's how I feel about that. He's had enough people food for the past couple of days. He doesn't need any more. But he thinks he does. He thinks he's dying, but we feed him really, really well. He's a very well taken care of puppy. Okay, so we have 5 hewers down and 2 of our nets, which is great. We're making some excellent progress on these quests. Some of the quests that we have are going to be in another area, and we'll go over and do that when we're sent over to start getting costume pieces and stuff like that. Just because it's easier, and it makes more sense to me. There we go. And I do have confirmation it is spring break, and unfortunately I have to deal with other a lot of other people in the area instead of just a few, which is fine. I mean, spring break is halfway over, so they go back to school on Monday, and it won't be so bad. I can hear you guys asking, why don't I counterspell the broodlings? Well, I really don't know. I just don't. It looks like there is a uh, Alliance Warlock around here somewhere, just, grabbing all sorts of stuff, just what I need. They can't do just, one mob at a time and let the rest of us have some. No, they have to kill them all. And that's what I have issues with. It's not that I'm trying to be, oh, poor pity me. Why can't you, what you're doing is unfair, blah blah blah. That's not it. What it is there are other people in the zone trying to complete the same quests you are. Be a little considerate. But I think these days with the way, at least my opinion, please don't go, excuse my language, go crazy with this, but my opinion, people are not raising children these days to be respectful. And it's rude. That's that's all people need. It's just have a little bit of respect for everybody else. Come on. I mean, how hard is it? Keep in mind that there are other people of even different factions, even your same faction, trying to complete the same quests you are. In the same zone, in the same area. Be respectful. How hard is that? Apparently, at least to me, what I have observed is that that's extremely difficult for everybody. They can't, and even me sometimes, I'll throw myself in that boat. I will throw myself in that boat. Even I can be disrespectful sometimes. Like if I'm one hewer away from completing this quest, and this alliance character is fixing to go get it, and this is the only hewer in the in the spot that I'm standing, I'm gonna try and grab it first. I'm not. I won't lie. Sometimes even I can be disrespectful, but people who do what I see on a daily basis playing this game. You know, and there is there's no getting around it. None. None. People cannot, and I don't understand it. I don't understand if these are children that, under the age of, 16, or if these are adults just being pricks. Because, behind an avatar, nobody knows how old you really are. We have all 5 of our nets, so we're going to kind of leave the poachers alone now. We just need to get 4 more of these hewers, which shouldn't be a big deal. Alright. And, maybe I should be done ranting for the day. I don't know. I guess it really depends on what happens in the line of questing. Now, there is another quest that follows these worm cult nets that normally I do not do. It has something to do with trapping something. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how to go about completing that quest. I am not going to waste that on... There we go. Because to be honest with you, that's a quest that I really normally do not do. I just don't. That's a quest I'll skip, and I'll do the ones that I like until I get to where I can move on to the next zone, and that's exactly what I do. Now, I'm pretty sure that I would not be able to get the achievement progress for this area if I didn't do it. So, we're going to have another learning session for all of us. This is going to be our last hewer, I believe. The sun is bright this morning. My wall, or the window in my office next to my desk, faces the east, and there we go. And while I have the blinds facing in the correct direction, it is still trying to blind me. We are going to go ahead and go up here and do the Culling the Wild quest. I know that there's going to be another drop off of one of the mobs up here that's going to give us a quest, and we may as well just go ahead and come up here and do it. We are looking for Fellsworn and these raptors here. I need 4 of these, 4 Fellsworn scale wings, which I believe are going to be the snakes, and 2 of the Fellsworn people that run around up here. There they are. I am trying to get something targeted here so I can... There we go. Now these corruptors will actually drop a quest item that will give me another quest to do. I believe it's like a hat or something. Now this one I don't mind doing this quest. I've done this quest before. In my you're picking and choosing. I just tend to forget it sometimes. Tend to forget that it's there, And yes, I can only carry one of those hats. Okay, so I'm going to track this quest here. And that's something that we'll go and turn in when we head back to start turning stuff in. And I think after we complete this quest, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to go start turning stuff in because it's about time. Most of everything else that I have is going to be on the other side of the cave in the opposite direction. So I don't want to mess with that right now. We'll mess with that when we go over there. We got our first Fellsworn Scale Wing here, which is amazing. Those things I think like to hide, you know. We'll have our last raptor here, but those Scale Wings, there's another one over there, like to hide, and it's I don't like searching things out. I really don't, but you know, it is what it is. There we go. Our last raptor. Now we just need to go grab 3 more of these big snake-type creatures and avoiding the spiders. They seem to have all the creatures around here seem to have a fondness for poisoning. I want to go ahead and grab that because I've got that brain freeze proc, but I still have like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna... Okay. We need to use it to the advantage that it's meant to. There we go. Okay. I don't want to get any more corruptors because we have the corruptors we need. But there's a Scale Wing over on the other side of those corruptors that we were just in front of that we may need to get. Yeah, these guys seem to have a preference for poisoning. It's kind of not nice, you know? Okay. I'm going to sit here and eat. We may lose this brain freeze proc, but that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah. I'm going to move up this way. I saw another a Scale Wing up here that I would like to... There he is. That I would like to get. And those corruptors have moved on, so that makes it even better. I already have a Scorpid. Like I told you guys previously, you know, I'm working on that 400 unique pets achievement, unique battle pets achievement, and so anytime I see a battle pet that I can trap, I'm checking to see if I have it, because you know, if I don't have it, I need to get it. So you may catch me doing a couple of pet battles. We haven't had that opportunity yet, but that's all right. All right, we're going to come down here and we're going to start turning in some quests. We have a lot to turn in here. All right. This is the that was the Arakoa speech quest. Those, I don't think those gloves would be worth it. This is the one that I'm talking about. Use the black whelp net to catch your 10 worm cult black whelps. Normally I don't do that quest, but you know, I do have to get that done because of the achievement. We have this guy to talk to. And then this guy. Okay, so now we have our new list of quests here, and up there is going to be Skull X Skull, so we'll probably go do that. We need to come up here to Forge Camp Anger. We have a turn in here at the village, and then we've got a couple of things over here that we need to do. So I think what we'll do is we'll go up here and we'll do Skull X Skull first. We'll come do Forge Camp Anger, maybe fly down here and then come back and then take the taxi back up. It just makes more sense to me, I suppose. Um, doing, and I think once we get this guy too, there'll be a quest, another quest turn in. This guy's gonna be down here. I'm guessing I'm gonna need to. I'm not sure where this altar is. Not here. Oh, right there. Okay. And of course, this Night Elf Druid isn't doing anything about the spirits. I'm just gonna kind of stand back and see. This is where my niceness is gonna come in. When this guy, I'll help this druid take care of these mobs here. But when the guy spawns for her to kill, I'm gonna let her do it because she's the one who's working on it, and if and unless the mob is something where I can tap it as well. If it is, then I'll go ahead and tap it. But if not, then I'm gonna wait and I'll do the quest myself. Not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to maintain. See, because I'm nice like this, I'm maintaining the integrity of the druid's quest here. Helping her out, and that's the kind of person I am. I don't care if I'm getting credit for these things. What I care about is that the mob is spawned, and either one or both of us will be able to complete the quest. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. And a lot of people don't realize that. I want to make sure that one or both of us is able to complete this quest. That's all I care about. And I think what needs to happen here is that this has to stay healthy to get the mob to spawn or the mob to come in. Okay. And it looks like I will be able to go ahead and tap this target, which is great. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And I have been banished, so hopefully the thing that I'm after won't disappear by the time I come unbanished. Nope, there we go. That is taken care of. Okay, awesome. Now, I was glad that, I was able to, even though I didn't really start it, I was able to go ahead and complete it. That's just great. That is just perfect. That makes that makes life a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. And I got credit for, any XP, I got for that kill as well. We're going to head over here. We have to communicate with this thing, and I have to get that gas mask out. It'll be right around here. So let's open up the bag here and put that on. There's the quest turn in. I need to slay 4 Doomforge attendants and 4 engineers. Okay, not a problem. So open up the map. They are all around here. Now see, that Alliance character I actually like, because he or she saw that I was attacking this target, and being a Death Knight, they could have easily pulled it away from me, easily, but he didn't. That's the kind of respect that I'm talking about. Just treat others how you would be treated, how you would want to be treated. Don't go off and start killing shit because you need to complete the quest, and only you can complete the freaking quest. So we're going to kind of hang around here for a sec. This is the only place that this stuff can be found. So we're gonna now see that guy is going after that target, so I'm gonna let him. I'm not gonna get all bent out of shape because he quote unquote took the target, because he really didn't. Now, yes, it may take me a little longer because, there are other players here and there are alley players here. So it may take me a little longer to complete this quest. Not a big deal. Not stressing it at all. Because unlike those alley players, I'm staying on foot. I don't see a reason to get up on a mount and fly these 5 feet, 10 feet to find my quest targets. And yes, I am randomly just killing things. It's not a big deal. And that's probably what I'll end up doing is, just killing random things because of, other players that are like that right there. Other players that are, just going to town and taking all of the quest targets. And I really can't say taking because they're really not. They're trying to complete the quest just as much as I am. And I just think it's silly that you're flying around looking for these targets when you could just be on the ground, and it might take you a minute to get to them, but you still get to them. I'm just going to kind of stand on this hill. And if I get a target, I get a target. If not, oh well. These people will move on eventually. We have 2 Alliance characters. There's a Void Elf Priest and the Death Knight up there. We'll get this accomplished eventually. We will. I'm not sweating it. We may be in this area longer than I want to be, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll deal with it when the time comes. Looks like there's another Void Elf Priest right up here that is probably hovering up there because they have the same intention in mind to come in here and do this quest as well. I really don't know because they are not flying around over here. Looks like this priest is kind of taking a page out of my book and just kind of, waiting. I'm seeing a lot of Alliance characters here today, which is kind of, I don't know, disconcerting, I guess. We're going to blink over here and get this guy. Hopefully nobody comes down on him. We have to kill a total of 4 of these attendants. This is number 2. And then we need 4 engineers, and I haven't gotten a hold of 1 engineer yet. And that's mainly because the other characters flying around here, and I'm still in combat. Why? Okay, there we go. Mainly because of the ally characters flying around here and grabbing them up before I can. Not a big deal. They'll move on eventually. They will move on eventually. But see, that's the kind of person I am, you know. Let them do what they're going to do. I am not going to sweat it. Not going to sweat it. I think I would be more happy if I could take this helmet off. But, because, I mean, they're going to aggro me anyway. There's 3. Just kind of sit here and turn in circles. Take a look at what is available for me to attack. Some of the skylines here are really pretty too. I mean, that red is just, wow. Here's an engineer. I'm going to grab him really fast. Hopefully, yep, there we go. Because, you know, warlocks have those instant casts and dots, and the way I like to aggro my mobs is I like to make sure that especially as a frost mage, that I have a slowing, you know, like my frostbolt. My frostbolt puts a slow on them, and I'd like to keep it that way. You know, my flurry puts a little bit of a slow on them, just enough for me to get a frostbolt off to ensure that they're going, you know, they're slowed down. So there's less damage to me. I'll go back up here on my hill here. He'll disappear eventually. There's another engineer. It looks like most of the other characters, the other players, have moved on from this area, so I should be able to finish this in almost no time flat. We'll see. I do have to wait on respawn, which can be tedious in and of itself. Let's go back up here on my hill. And yes, I have claimed this hill. It is mine. Yeah, waiting on respawn by itself can be pretty tedious. I don't like having to wait for respawn, but you know, we do what we have to do. We do what we have to do, and it makes it a smidge easier when everybody else is gone, so I don't need to worry about them. Okay, so there's our last attendant. We're going to get him. And then we have 2 more engineers we need to get, so we'll have to keep an eye out for those. I am going to go ahead and eat here really quick. There we go. There's an engineer, which is great. We'll only need 1 more. There we go. And last engineer is right over here. That is just awesome. I get close enough here. And I did not aggro that cannon, which is great. So that's 1 less thing I have to kill. Okay, that quest is complete. So we're going to go back over here to the communicator because that's where we turn this in at. get this turned in and see what we have to do next. Alright. We have to slay the Doom Crier. And I'll hit this key. Well, let's get that Anger Guard out of the way first, then I'll hit the key. How about that? Because once I hit the key, that Doom Crier is going to show up, and I don't want to have to deal with both the Guard and the Doom Crier, since they're both demons, and I can't sheep them. There we go. Oh, well, I had to get the key anyway. Oh, hang on. Well, the key is gone. Why is the key gone? Do I have to get it again? Okay. Well, let's see if we have to get it again. Let's grab another Anger Guard. That's kind of frustrating. Because I wasn't seeing anything happen there. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, maybe we have to get the other one as well. Where is my Doom Crier? I am confused. Very, very, very confused. Is there another? Oh, yep, there's another one. So I don't think I've gone this far with this particular quest line. That's why I'm having so many issues with it. There we go. Hopefully that's the last key. Nope, because there's another one back there. So we'll go over here and we'll get this one. Then we'll grab another key and we'll get that one in the back. And hopefully that will get us what we need. And get that Doom Crier to show up. I guess making things complicated is someone's idea of fun. I'm not sure who. Alright, I am going to mount up for this one just to get over there without aggroing anything that I don't need to aggro. Where is that other obelisk? There it is. It looks like I may have to kill a few things that I don't want to, but with these being demons, I have to be really careful. Everything's starting to respawn, so there we go. I'm going to throw up my barrier here. But everything's starting to respawn, so it's making completing these quests extremely interesting. And of course they would have to respawn right when I'm close to being done. There we go. Go ahead and eat here. And then we'll get the Doomforge attendant that's behind this obelisk. Because I don't want to have to deal with him when I get to the obelisk. I'm hoping this is the last obelisk we have to activate to get her to show up. She is still not here. There's another friggin' obelisk. Wow. Why does this have to be so difficult? I mean, really. A 110 Tauren Druid taking everything down here. That's kind of frustrating to say the least. I just hope she doesn't kill my quest target, because I do not want to have to go through this again. I don't. There we go. Let's get Blink over there. And then when she shows up, I will hit my instant cast so I can guarantee that the kill is mine. There she is. There we go. Okay, I got her. I really didn't need your help, but thanks. I don't mind. I don't mind help. Please do not get me wrong when I say that. When I say I really didn't need your help, I don't mind help. My thing is, please don't, because I can manage on my own, and it's like a sense of accomplishment when I do complete the when I do complete it on my own. I don't know. I just find it frustrating when people show up like that 110 and see that I'm a mage, and then automatically think that I need assistance, or even priests need assistance, and we really don't. We can manage without without your interference. And it's not necessarily interference, it's just we can manage without having you helping us out. So those of you who are playing those high level tunes and watching these videos, please keep in mind that just because you're hanging out, you happen to run across a mage or a priest, it doesn't necessarily mean that person needs your help. Give them a chance, and if it looks like they are going to have issues, help. By all means, I won't object. But if I'm doing okay, let me finish. Take my wonderful other half, for example. His highest level tune is a 71 Windwalker Monk. Now, I do have that my capped demon hunter who is I can't say geared to the nines at this point, but she's geared to the nines up to Tuma Sargeras. She is sitting fairly pretty for what for the gear that she has. Now, and that's normal Tuma Sargeras. Not heroic, not mythic, just normal. Now, I can take him and take my other half and run him through dungeons, and recently I took him through Forge of Souls, and I took him through the Pit of Sauron, or whatever it is, and I took him through the last one. Apparently I'm the new queen of the ogres. Okay. So, I took him through these dungeons, and he doesn't mind that I run him through dungeons. Doesn't mind in the least bit. He'll get frustrated, though. And I don't mean to frustrate him at all. So what I'll do is I'll tell him, he'd be like, I want to hit something. Okay, well, go beat up that mob, and if I see you getting in trouble, I'll help you. We're going to go with that ring. And 9 times out of 10, he does need help. He does. And, and that's okay. That's not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I don't think it's a sign of weakness. I don't, you know, so he needs help. Big deal. I'll go off and I will help him, and that'll be the end of it. So, okay. We're getting rid of some stuff in here in the bags that we don't necessarily need. I honestly don't think we need this anymore, but it's only going to be there for another 34 minutes, so I'm not sweating it. We're going to go up here real quick and go across this bridge, if I can find said bridge. There it is. And we're going to go to go do the meeting here. Now, the rest of the quests on my log are all over here. And we're going to do the meeting, and we're going to we'll go to Death's Door eventually. That's something new for me. So that's something that I don't know what to expect. So we're going to be doing that together. Okay. All right. So I know what to expect here because I've done this before. He wants us to kill a specific target in here. Now, as for trapping the black whelps, those I'll be doing that while I'm here. I think. I'm not sure if these are the whelps that I need to be trapping. So we'll see. All right, so let's go a little closer. Nope, that is an invalid target. So this is not the whelp that we need to trap. We'll find it. Not a problem. But I do need to get rid of all of these guys up here so I can get to Draka Longtail. Okay, we're going to sit and eat. I didn't see that guy there, which is... It happens. Not a big deal. I figured I'd lose my brain freeze too. Okay, here we go. These hunters are in the way, so we're going to be... getting them down so we can get to her. Okay. Here in just a few minutes, we are going to call this video. Time constraints, of course. I don't want to run my videos too long. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and see what black whelps they're wanting me to trap. Just because that's one I've never done. Never ever done that. I'm wondering if it's on the other side of this this cave. That's a very good possibility. Once we finish here, you'll catch me doing a lot of flying over the cave instead of going through it. I don't relish being hit as I'm flying through the cave. You know, yeah, it's a shorter distance, but I'd rather go up and over. You know, I don't have to worry about it. We should be coming up on Draka here pretty soon if that person that just flew by us didn't already kill her, which is always a possibility. Oh, there's Draka right there. We're going to get this poacher. And of course we got her as well, which is fine. But of course she had to push. Going to sheep that guy. Then I'm going to throw up my ice barrier and my images. Because she is, we've got 2 broodlings and her. And that other poacher. So I think if I come up with a... No, I don't want to... Okay, she is down now. I'm going to get rid of these broodlings here really quick. And hopefully before that sheep pops. Oh, that was nice of her. I will have to whisper her and tell her thank you. But she's like gone. I want to tell her thank you. That was really nice of her to heal me. Now see, that's the kind of help that I like. She ran in here, saw that I was doing okay, I just needed to heal, and threw me one. That was awesome. I'm going to jump onto my yak really quick and transmog for my shoulders because I have it set where, excuse me, my shoulders are hidden. Alright, here we go. Okay. We're going to turn this quest in, and then we're going to call it for this particular video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you again soon.